Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, I'm Cindy. Um, I'm fairly new in this particular practice. And what do you do when you can't get your mind to settle down?
That's why you're in the classes, Cindy, to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
It's not just something like you walk in a room and turn a light on and off. You're here to learn that. You're here to learn how to use the mind as, uh, as literally a surgical instrument of energy by focusing it in the chakra below the navel. You're learning how to build the very core of your being inside. And by doing that, your mind begins to get quiet. So, how do you do it? It takes time, takes a lot of deep inner work. It takes a need to build that kind of system inside and to understand that's why you're here. There's no magic formula here. The magic formula is the double breathing exercise, which in doing it over time will train you in how to keep the mind quiet. And, look, there are no instant results in anything. I mean, you want to be a carpenter, you got to learn how to do it. You want to be a doctor, you got to learn how to do it. You want to master the mind and keep the mind quiet, live your life with some inner peace. You have to learn how to do it. And honestly, it's all these classes are about. Because once you quiet the mind, then you're open to receive the wisdom of the universe, the real creative energy that that which, as I always say all the time, produces great art, great music, great dance, life, great life. you know, it's that creative energy. The mind cannot receive that creative energy, knowledge, wisdom, if it's busy yakking all the time. Needs to be trained how to shut up. And I don't have a better answer. I don't have like, A plus one equals two. It doesn't work that way. In this meditation practice, one plus one equals four. you know, one plus one equals two and four and five, because you open to such, sundry experiences in yourself, various experiences in yourself, that you begin to realize that the key to all of this is learning to master internal chaos, the mind, emotions, sexual energy. And that takes time. And, yeah, I mean, look, that you recognize that your mind is a problem is a very good state of growth. Then you know what you got to work against. Most people don't even know this. They don't even know, how devious. And I always compare it as a metaphor. It's a bird cage full of 1,000 singing canaries. And every single one of them has the right answer. And they're all in conflict with each other. You know? So it takes time. It's kind of like when I was younger, we used to study the and say Pavlovian dogs. It's the same thing. We have to condition the mind to learn how to stay quiet, best way I've ever learned to do it is using it as energy, bringing it to the chakra below the navel, using it to build the foundation inside yourself, the inner strength, that rootedness and power that enables you to live with a quiet mind, an open heart. So there's, Cindy, honestly, there's no simple answer to that question. The quickest way to do it is doing it. You know, learning a technique that can train you in how to build a system that's strong enough to keep the mind quiet, keep the emotions quiet, receive real knowledge, begin to see the difference between what's real, what's an illusion, and to recognize that you have the right and the privilege every day of your life to grow inside yourself. And I think the final thing in all of this is you discover that the only person you're up against is yourself. It's the only person. You know, we complain about everybody else, but really the only person we are up against is ourselves. Everyone else, whatever they create and bring to our life, they do it. We attract it because we need to learn how to get stronger than all of that stuff. I hope it's clear, Cindy. You know,
That helps. That helps. Thank you, Stuart.
you're welcome. I always tell people, not only for Cindy, but for all of us, you know, that people get headaches, they get pain. You know, the quickest way to get rid of a headache, honestly, is just open your heart. Open your heart. And all of that tension will just begin to flow down. Quickest way to open your heart is to build foundation, grounding inside yourself. Because once you're grounded, you have the strength inside to open the heart and keep it open. And there's joy, there's love, there's kindness, and there's room for all of that tension that's in the head to flow down. Otherwise, I always compare it to it's like the plumbing in a house. When it's clogged up, everything comes out the kitchen sink. The mind is like the kitchen sink. So the fastest way to open the heart is to get yourself grounded, build the core of your being. Fastest way to quiet the mind is to open the heart. But you're not going to be able to open the heart and keep it open unless you build the core of your being. You have the strength inside to do it. And then the incredible thing is all that cosmic, the Bardo and all that cosmic stuff, all that energy, that higher energy, it just comes into us and teaches us and gives us a wisdom that the human mind cannot conceive. An ability to see what's real, what's an illusion. An ability to tune into both earthly and cosmic cycles and use them to grow every day of your life. Clarity inside. And the ability to choose things in life that really make you grow. You know, I always kid around and say the only person we live with 24 hours a day is ourselves. You know, and if we're not happy inside, and we have a mind that doesn't shut up, and we have all that tension and, duality going on in our brain, how do you have inner peace? And we have it, as a reminder, hey, we got to do something about ourselves. We have to do something about ourselves. And the wonderful thing in life is we can do something about it. We really can. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, just an announcement in, what, about 3 or 4 weeks, 4 weeks or so, we're going to be having a retreat. If you would like to attend and you haven't signed up yet, you're very welcome. There's room. We haven't reached the limit of the number of people that can attend. So let me know, or let Jennifer know that you want to come, if you want to come. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay. It's a great question, Cindy. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless all of you. Thank you. I say it every class, it's a blessing to have each and every one of you in my life. And your desire to grow, your need to grow, really just demands that I have to go very deep inside myself, in order to nurture each and every one of you and help you on this path. So God bless you. And thank you. I always say the greatest marriage in the world is like teacher and student, because it demands total surrender. You can't bullshit around. I mean, Rudy once told me you can be tired on God's time, on your own time. You can't be tired on God's time. He once told me that, it's true. I could be dead tired. I come to these classes, suddenly everything wakes up. Just wakes up. My need to tap this energy and the energy itself, you understand, begins to nurture the chakra system and brings you alive. It's like resurrection, you feel like you're Lazarus coming out of the dead. So God bless you all. Thank you. And there'll be class tomorrow at 1 o'clock and then again at 7:30. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you all.
Thank you. God bless you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night.